Other questions? Yeah.
Thanks to both of you guys, first of all. That was really thought-provoking. So suppose that the three of us are out to dinner at a restaurant, and we get the bill, and we're trying to calculate how much tip to leave. So we all independently pull out pen and paper and try to figure out 18%, or whatever it is. And we all come to different answers. It seems like the proper course to take in that circumstance is for us to all recalculate. For us to think that, well, each of us is as good as the other at arithmetic. And so probably there's an equal chance that I'm wrong as there is that you're wrong. So we should all do it again. What makes the debate about the existence of God different from that case? That is, recognizing that Charles is a reasonable person, and recognizing that Dustin is a reasonable person, why shouldn't we all just suspend belief altogether?
Yeah, I mean, if you said that, you would never be able to hold any philosophical positions, right? And nor would you be able to hold any political positions, nor would you be able to hold any moral positions.
Well, there are some unreasonable people.
Well, I mean, you can. I mean, I think you can think that other people are reasonable people in general, but still think that you've evaluated things better than they have on a particular case. I mean, and I guess that's what everyone thinks when they hold a position that's contentious in some way. And so certainly I don't want to say that people who disagree with me are stupid or they're just not trying or whatever. But like, I do think, I guess I do have confidence in what I think, just like people have confidence in all sorts of things that are controversial.
I'm not sure if I understand how the case is analogous to the question of God, because it seems to be, there appears to be a correct answer, like mathematically. That, okay, if 18% is the amount to tip, we can calculate 18%. It just so happens that all these people are apparently not very good, but equally not very good at math. So I think the question, like, why ultimately, and I would agree that Dustin is a reasonable, smart guy, why do we, having the same tools, I suppose, as philosophy majors, derive so two radically different conclusions? And I think it's only a question of like starting assumptions and what we value. I think what leads Dustin and a lot of people to asserting the existence of God is a difference of priorities. And that's not a matter of, it's just not, I'm not sure the case is analogous because there's not, I'm not going to say definitively that there is a correct answer to this question. So it's really just in terms of, what we're considering, what considerations we're making.
I'm sorry, therefore you are allowing for the existence of God.
Am I allowing for the existence?
No, you are, by stating that it is not analogous and that there is no correct response.
Mm-hmm.
You are then saying that, yes, there may be an existence of God.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, there is fallacy in your position that there is no God.
I'm saying that there is no perfect form of argumentation that will either of us could employ to derive with certainty an answer to this question. Yes, as a non-believer, I agree that I can either prove or disprove the existence of God. I'm just saying that based on my reasoning and what I value and my starting assumptions, I come to the conclusion that God's existence is improbable. But I can't say it's impossible. Yes.
Oh, actually, but is this on the same question?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, well, let's go to someone and then come back.
Well, I would say, in this debate, I would say that it's different from the mathematical debate in that people make this decision less based on reason than experience, because there are wonderful arguments on both sides, and I would agree with Charles's point that it cannot be definitively proved either way to people who have a experience or lack thereof. Belief is based on experience or non-experience of the possible God, and those who have not experienced generally do not believe. Those who have experienced do. That is the simple answer. So I suppose my question would be like your response to experience as the sort of decision factor.
What is
The
the
value of
question?
experience in religious belief. Like how integral is it to holding belief?
What, you want like a percentage? Or I don't know how to answer that question. Like, I guess it depends on the person.
I mean, if subjective experience is valuable at all, then yes, it's incredibly valuable to any belief. I mean, yeah. No one's going to discredit personal experience.
So then, Dustin, if you did not experience God, what do you believe?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, maybe, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was going to say something else, but I completely did. I don't know.
I was just going to say, Dustin, if we accept your proposition that there is a God, what would we do then? Do we believe in a specific religion, or you said to investigate other religious traditions, but how would we choose which one of those has it right as far as God? Or are they all equally likely to be correct?
How would, I mean, like that's sort of, yeah, I mean you would have to, I guess, ask if they make historical claims of some sort, how plausible those seem. You would have to look at their ethical teachings and see how plausible those seem. You would have to look at their metaphysical beliefs and see, and so I mean.
So you look
You
at
would-
every
I mean,
religion
you
on
would-
earth, and then you choose which one has the most plausible history and the most plausible ethical beliefs.
Would you look at you probably wouldn't have enough time to look at every religion on earth, right?
Then I would say that until you can do that, you can't choose the religion that's,
I mean, I haven't investigated every form of government on earth. Like, I still think that, like, democracy is the best form of government.
Well, yes, I would say that's fallacious.
So I can't decide, like, whether, like, if there is an uprising by Bonapartists who want to install a descendant of Napoleon Bonaparte in the White House, I have to say, look, I haven't studied the structure of Bonapartist France. I don't know. And like Barack Obama is like, Dustin, I'm running away. You've got to give me shelter, or else they're gonna get me. And I'm like, hey man, I'm not getting involved. I need to go read about Napoleon. Maybe the Bonapartists are right. Maybe this is gonna be a change for the better.
I would say if you had enough time, just like you do in a debate about religion, then that would be the sensible thing. You would look up Bonapartism. But getting back to the religion bit, you're a Christian, and you say that Christianity has more historical evidence, better ethical claims than any of the other religions you study.
I think that
Islam.
has nothing to do with the topic of this debate.
Oh yeah, sure. Just wondering. Because now that I accept your proposition, I've got to know what to do with mine.
Yeah, like if you want to talk about it later,
Yeah.
but like I don't think that has anything to do with
Sure.
with what we're.
Yeah, just quickly, Charles. You said you had, I may be being rude here, or this may be loaded, but you said that you and Dustin had a difference of priorities,
Yeah.
and just left it there. Can I have a clarification? What priorities do you differ on?
I mean, I could be really snide and say that I'm interested in truth, but I won't say that. I suppose what I mean, I think I use the word values.
You use the word priorities.
I use the word priorities.
If you want to supplement it with
Okay,
values, fine.
I think that I think we're after the same thing. I do think, despite my previous remark, that Dustin is interested in truth and values truth. But I think that his considerations, in terms of his own personal considerations, even if he will admit this or not, what a belief in God does for him personally, what meaning it gives to his life, outweighs the considerations of whether it's true or not.
So you think, you truly think there's a psychological component
Yeah.
to what Dustin's doing here?
Yes.
He's not here because he truly believes that God exists in some objective form of argument, but you believe he's here because it somehow makes him happier.
I mean,
That's what you believe.
I think to an extent the same applies to me. I think that we're both using both objective reasons and both personal motivations to make our claim. Both of us. And that's what I mean by different considerations and different values. I mean, to deny that I have personal motivations for rejecting a belief in God is absurd. Because I have personal motivations for any belief I have. Practical considerations.
Yeah, fine. I just wanted to hear your answer.
Okay.
Other questions? All right. Well, let's thank our speakers for very interesting.